I'm BJ from Hearns, and I'm going to be talking about the new Hearns Workshop accessory packs that we just got here. So Hearns Workshop, if you don't know already, it's a new manufacturing division of Hearns Hobbies, and we're quite proud about it because all parts are designed and manufactured in Melbourne, Australia. Now these are the accessory series. There's a few different series, but these particular ones are quite interesting in that these are easily used for adding additional detail to any model you like. So I'll just quickly go through the ones I have here. So this particular one is the Rivet set. So the round-headed rivet, 3 different sizes. You get your smaller ones here, then you've got your medium ones and larger ones. Over here we've got our hex bolts. So they've got the hex head on all of those. And again, you've got a small, a medium, and a large set. And then over here we've got the, it's a multi-purpose type of thing, so they can be used as hinges or they can be used as cable clamps or cable guides. And again, there's different sizes there. Okay, so let's get into how you use them. So it's quite simple. So with the new technology we've got here, so they're made of resin, and they're on this particular support board. They just need to be trimmed off that, and then we'll apply it onto a model. So these particular ones here have got stalks on them, so they need a hole drilled for them first. Okay, so I've got one here that we're going to be playing around with. I've already taken a couple off from the middle there. So you see how there's a thin stalk. The small, the medium, and the large. The stalks are different diameters, so you need a matching drill bit for each particular size. So what you do is you drill a hole first, you trim these down to a particular depth, and then you pop them into the hole guides where they're going to go. So I'll get some side cutters. I'll do these bigger ones, because I guess the bigger ones will be easier to see. Alright, so that's trimmed off quite easily, like so, and then we're just going to trim it off to the length of the hole we're doing. Okay, so let's just use this as a example. Alright, so let's find a spot. Let's try it. Let's stick it about there. So let's leave that there for a moment. We'll get a drill bit. So I need to find a matching drill. I think there's a larger one, so I need the 1mm drill bit. So these are very handy and very good quality pin vices. You can do any size drill bit up to 1/8. And we can change to 3mm, so this is a perfect one there. So you see that slides in easy. Okay, so let's say we want to pop it here. So put the drill bit there. Start drilling the hole. So good quality bits help as well. You can see how it's just bringing up the swarf really cleanly. Okay, alright, hole's in. That's your 1mm hole. Just have a look and see where you want it to go. So it doesn't really matter here how long this shank is. So this will probably go all the way through. So it's a little bit tight there. What I might do is I'll just go and open it up a little bit more. Like so. Let's test it again. Okay, that's okay. So what I do is I'll trim off to about the thickness of the plastic, so the shank doesn't go all the way through, but it's still guided. So we'll just use side cutters, trim it tight. Oops. Just be careful when you're holding these because they're quite small. So by holding both ends, stop that from flicking into someone's eye, and then there's our bolt hole there. Okay, so let's try it in place. Just going to be really careful because they are very small. Okay, and that's a test fit. Let's press it in a bit more. Okay, now that's flush, and you may be able to get in a bit closer. You may see there's a slight chamfer on the end of the washer on the end, which is a bit of the extra detail there. Gives it a more three-dimensional look. So Looks good. Okay, I'm going to glue it in now. So we'll just carefully take this out. We'll get some, so you need some good quality super glue. I just put a little dollop on another surface so it's easy to work with. Because you only need the smallest drop. Okay, so I've got a little bit there. Just going to use one of our gizmos here because it's got a really fine tip. And just get a bit of super glue there. Pop a bit in the hole. So I go around on the edges. Okay, a little bit across the top there. Put that down. Now we just got to carefully pop this back. Press it in. Okay, that's done. So just like that, you've got a bit extra detail. Easy peasy. So that particular method works with any of these particular two, so the rivet set or the nut set. Now with the guides or the hinges, they're even easier still. You don't need to drill anything with these. You just cut them off, give it a light sand, and then you just apply some glue on the two faces and it glues straight onto a particular model. Let me just show you how you use the cable guides or the hinges. So I've just cracked one off here. So it still needs a little bit of cleaning. Don't know if you can see, but there's very fine hex bolt detail on there, and that's in the center of the piece. So on this side, it's got a little bit of extra that needs to be trimmed off. Now, on the back is a very fine line that's been etched into it, and that's the cut guide. So let me just grab side cutters and we'll trim it off. Let's grab this one. Nice. Trim the line there. Just drop it. There you go, that's trimmed. Okay, there's the excess part over there. Alright, so let's find a spot for it. I'm just going to put it across this section here on this Gundam piece. So it gives an idea that that particular thing's going to move around. Again, we'll get our glue here. Apply it onto the surface. So, now let's just find a spot. Now you probably want tweezers to do this. I haven't got any tweezers on me handy at the moment, but do the best we can by eye. Okay, just line it where you want it and then give it a gentle press. There you go. That's as easy as that. So there's your hinge detail glued onto the surface. So all that needs now is a coat of primer, and then it's ready for painting. That's it. So that's how you use the Hearns Workshop accessory packs, and have your modelling. You're going to give a lot of extra detail.